And using technology to fight crime, protect people, save property is the direction this administration and this police department is going in. This simple device, this simple AirTag, hidden in a car at a location that a person is not aware of, is an excellent tracking device.
That is New York City Mayor Eric Adams in the Big Apple there, giving out free Apple AirTags to residents with the hope of catching car thieves. The car thefts in the city have been on the rise, with the number spiking to a more than 13% increase over the last year. That's according to city officials. Obviously, that's why you see the mayor speaking out. Christopher Strom is a former NYPD intelligence officer, and Jake Denton is a Heritage Foundation Tech Policy Research Associate. Gentlemen, thank you for being here. Chris, I'll start with you if I can. What do you think about this? The mayor stepping up with this initiative of these Apple AirTags, giving them out, hoping to deter these car thieves. Will it help?
Well, I think on the surface, most people would think it would be good. I mean, it might have some deterring effect, but I think it's really going to be no more effective than, baby on board, drive carefully. And it becomes really a recovery tool. It's not a deterrent tool. And this mayor is constantly in search of shiny objects. And what I mean by that, he's looking at drones, he's looking at robots, all the things that, they look good on the surface, again, as they say, but they're not really having an effective deterrence against crime. And by the way, carjackings is included with robbery stats. So a lot of these stats that you're seeing in terms of stolen cars, they're not including the fact that the cars are being taken from the victims by force and sometimes at gunpoint.
Good point there. In fact, from the facts, one area has already seen now more than 200 vehicles stolen so far, according to the city officials. We'll show you the stats here. And kind of what you were pointing to, Chris, New York City up 32% from 21 to 22 in terms of the year. That's from the NYPD. I'll bring Jake into this. If you wanted to weigh in, you can clearly see robberies, burglaries, grand larceny, auto. Again, those numbers are up. They've got these AirTags out. Yes, it would track it, but if you are a car thief, there's nothing on the window that says, don't get in this vehicle. We've got an Apple AirTag inside. They're not going to know until after the fact, but perhaps it would be used to maybe recover the vehicle. Jake, your thoughts?
Yeah, on the surface, this makes a lot of sense, but in actuality, it's probably a flawed attempt here at a solution to this problem. Once the AirTag separates from the device owner, often, a very short period of time, you'll get a notification that says there's an AirTag in your proximity. And then also, after a period of time, it'll actually emit a noise. So not only will they be notified that the AirTag is inside of the device following them, they'll also essentially be able to track it down based off of the sound that it's emitting and get it out of the car. And so, if there's a quick turnaround in recovering these vehicles, maybe it'll work. But long term, it's nowhere near a solution for this growing problem.
That's interesting point about that. Also, Mayor Eric Adams was saying that one major driving factor of what you're seeing here in terms of the numbers going up in car thieves or grand larceny here, is a TikTok challenge that encourages users to steal Hyundai and Kia vehicles using a USB cord. Christopher, have you heard of this?
Actually, I hadn't heard of it until your producer sent me the notes from yesterday. And, this is, again, deflection. The mayor is constantly looking for someone to blame a problem on. So he deflects. He talks. It's TikTok's fault. It's social media's fault. It's the migrants coming into New York City's fault. It's Governor Abbott's fault that there's a rise in crime. There are proven crime strategies, and the mayor is aware of them. I was in plainclothes for 13 years. I don't claim to be the best street cop, but the mayor was never a cop. So I'll just leave it at that. The strategies are proven and effective, but he's beholden to Black Lives Matter, who essentially told him once he was elected 2 years ago, if you change the parameters of policing, if you put people back in plain clothes, there will be, quote unquote, blood in the streets. So I guess the mayor is heeding the warning from a terrorist organization called Black Lives Matter.
I'm pretty sure Eric Adams was an NYPD officer, no?
He claims to be an NYPD officer, but I think he has less than 5 arrests in his whole career. He spent more time dividing police officers along racial lines than he did being a cop.
All right, we'll leave it right there. Christopher Strom, Jake Denton. Strong words again from Christopher there. We appreciate your time weighing in again on that subject. Thank you. We'll have you back. We appreciate it.
Thanks.